Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimaladi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. I welcome all of you who are watching us on YouTube, Facebook, and many other social media platforms. I welcome all of you for today's Parashakti Akashic readings, as we are now on the second day of all get the Parashakti Akashic readings and learn about Devi Parashakti and celebrate Devi Parashakti, the divine feminine consciousness, on this during this auspicious time of Navaratri. So if you are here, it means existence wants you to be here in this form. You are not an accident, but an incident and a conscious miracle of existence. Existence is trying to express itself through you. So welcome to this sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine. This may be what you think as your first time in the presence of a divine cosmic being, but this is not the first time this energy has graced planet Earth. So if you're watching this now, it is not a coincidence, but a cosmic intervention in your life to make you manifest what you want. Now you might be wondering, some of you might be wondering how this is possible and how has this worked before. So today, here you can experience these answers through the powerful cognitions as referenced from the ancient texts of Hinduism, revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So now let us learn more about the divine cosmic mother, Devi Parashakti. So Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness and the cosmic mother. She is the source Shakti, and it is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity of Hinduism. And the supreme point of Hinduism beautifully
Yes. And in the words of the Supreme Concept itself, about the relationship with the mother, the first and foremost relationship is the mother. The idea to learn, even the idea to relate, starts with the mother. Mother is too important way to connect with what you think as life. In the Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware that your ability to connect with the mother should be directed to the cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness. So connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most intimate path that you can relate with the cosmos and experience the state of them. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has been continuously manifesting Devi Parashakti just for us to relate with, just for us to connect with the cosmic mother. Now let us understand who is the
Yes, we apologize for the technical glitch. And
connecting.
yes, and today, out of his extreme love and compassion, the supreme point of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself.
Let us understand what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
So Sama is oneness
Adi
and
means-
Adi means so.
Samadhi means one with the two or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source aspect.
And darshan means to have a glimpse of. So in the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment when you come face to face with cosmos and when you behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being. As just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver. And darshan is powerful superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times. And he simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. And the auspicious moment when the receiver is able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you, raising you to the next level of superconsciousness, which is like hitting a reset button on your being.
Let us understand the science behind the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The first thing you need to know is that divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations, and divine cosmic beings manifest through the Achavatara, the deities in temples, and through the Bhavasmadhi darshans in the Nijavataras, the incarnations. And the Bhavasmadhi darshan is the science of the Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as a Nijavatara, the physical form, the embodied form, for us to experience Paramashiva. So, for example, Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajrajeshwari and manifests as a Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. And the Achavatara, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Achavatara directly. So that is why the physical embodied form of the avatar comes down to bridge the gap and creates the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. And the Bhavasmadhi, the darshan, awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. This influx of superconscious energy visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease. And during the darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energy that heals our lives.
And our neurons mirror that of the avatar. So the mirroring neurons, which is a natural phenomenon which takes place in all human beings, is the process that activates and processes all the observed moments or information of the avatar just by seeing. So that is, our entire body can silently and without movement or without moving recreate and receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar.
And the Akashic readings are not predictions, they are readings from the cosmic archives. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time, starts to be past, present, and future. And because Akashic records are stored in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happening, yet to happen, are clearly already recorded.
So now let us see more about who the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is, the one who is giving us this pure and great science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan through his extreme compassion.
So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanitanam, His Divine Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened civilizational nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism and is recognized by his predecessors who were enlightened teachers and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation yoga and temple-based universities of the lifestyle for humanity.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailash Sarvapita, the incumbent emperor of Suryamsha Srangi Samrajyam, the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailash Sunata Shyamala Pita Sarvapita, and the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akada, which is the largest apex monastic order.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya of Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atilakada, is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swaragapura Adinam, and has been elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded. Over 10,000 hours of discourses have been given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And he has enriched over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and much more.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism. The most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, Rudras, the chief Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and Sanyas, and is the establisher of the world's largest Hindu university, Kailasas Hindu University, with satellite campuses in 150 plus countries. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa ecosystems and the founder and reviver of over 100 Sadvajnapitas. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books.
And now, with that, we will be now getting into the next segment of this program, where all of us will be learning and seeing the live demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis. You will be learning, all of you will be learning about the science of power manifestation, and you will also be seeing a live demonstration of these Shaktis. So today, the Balasans, the Nithyananda yogis, and the initiate disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be demonstrating and sharing with all of you the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation awakened in us through the Diksha, the initiation. And in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of you will also be receiving the initiations into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And all of you will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded, as well as many other extraordinary Shaktis. Now, some of you might be wondering where exactly the third eye is located or how the third eye works. So the third eye is a cosmic browsing center located between the brows, which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye just as you would with your two eyes. So now let us understand more about what are Shaktis. What exactly are these Shaktis that we are speaking about? What is their source and how they manifest? So in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. And manifesting Shaktis are described as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. And the Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. Now, many of you might have actually heard the term Siddhis as a very common term used for any type of extraordinary manifestation. So you might be thinking that Shaktis and Siddhis are the same, but they are actually not. The Shaktis are different and Siddhis are different. So the Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru under a source of enlightenment. Whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and on the path of enlightenment. And the Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation by the avatar and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Throbhava, which is pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the avatar of Paramashivan as the 1008th incarnation and representative Paramashiva who has come down, and the revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment, ancient enlightened Hindu civilization and nation, and the great cosmic goddess in the nation. So ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. And it was where the science of enlightenment and the science of power manifestation was lived and taught as a lifestyle. And for the first time in modern day, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace, which is never accomplished before. And all of this knowledge and these sciences are passed down from one generation to the next through the Diksha, the initiation by enlightened gurus. And in Sanskrit, we call it as the Guru Parampara, which is the lineage of gurus, where all of these sciences are passed down from one generation to the next. And the supreme point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught into these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yoga powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, and much more. So now let's see how we can awaken these divine Shaktis in us. How can you manifest these Shaktis yourself? The supreme point of Hinduism beautifully says, every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, and manifests as a possibility and power of every being, prajnana. And the science of power manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of pramanas, of evidences of pramanas. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And then the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, where the Vedic rishis and scientists have time tested and verified the sciences. And the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an event from the life of the supreme point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation. And then the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Now, many of you might have, of course, heard the word, or you might know a little bit about Vedas and Agamas. You might have heard about them. But some of you might also be new. And if you don't know what Vedas and Agamas are actually what they are, the Vedas are actually the ultimate superior authority for Hindus, and they're pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied science are expanded. So as we saw earlier, the Vedas and Agamas are the scriptures where Paramashiva reveals all of these sciences. And the Vedas and Agamas, the Veda Agamas, is given this status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. And they're the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. So now let us get ready to witness a very unique and very exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. After we go through the Pramanas for this power, so we will be first seeing the power of seeing with the eyes blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Apalantar manonyasya tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. And the translation for this verse is, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the ground center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. And the next is the Apta Pramana, where Krishna in the power of third eye during the revelation of the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye, so Arjuna can behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And beautifully, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, Natu maam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshisha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So this verse is from the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form. So further in this chapter, the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the next is the Atma. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me. And the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which here you can see study measures were done on the brainwaves of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, using a positron emission tomography, a PET scan. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there is high activity in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And the next is the Sakshi Pramana, which is the rare and sacred science of third eye awakening, which is being made available to humanity for our ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And as the living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all the bounds of time, space, and matter. And he is gifting this pure and great science of third eye awakening, along with many other spiritual sciences, to the world through the science of Diksha to millions of people. And everyone who has actually been initiated into these sciences have experienced and witnessed the profound results and extraordinary manifestation in their day-to-day life. So now let us all get ready to witness the live Sakshi Pramana, the live demonstration of the powers of third eye with the Balsans. Yes. So now let us see the live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis. So here with me I have this eye band, which in front is a thick opaque plastic sheet, and in the back there is thick black sponge which will not allow any type of light to enter. And my eyes will sit in these two sockets over here. And this eye band will also be covering the bridge of my nose, and it will not let any light to enter around the eyes. And this eye band is actually certified by ophthalmologists, and it's usually given to people who are suffering from insomnia and even people who are not able to sleep properly. So it is given to them so they can have better sleep. So this eye band will be put on me by a volunteer, and once that is done, any of you watching us live on YouTube channel, on Kailas's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel, you can put your comments in the live comment section, and you can put anything that you would like me to read, and I will be reading it through the third eye. So now this eye band will be put on my eyes by a volunteer. Yes. So now the I band has been put. I will be turning to my right, left, up, and down. So all of you can see that the I band has been put. There's no gaps anywhere around. And now the YouTube comment section will be projected in front of me. And any of you watching us live on YouTube, you can put your comment section in the YouTube comments. You can put your comments in the live YouTube comment section. You can put a sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, words, sentences, anything. Yes, we're loading the comments. And we'll also be projecting comments for all of you. Yes, so the first comment we have is from Ayanar Zavotin Zaya, who has put Nithyanandam. And about then we have Mahasatyaniti Bhakta, who has put Hinduism is real, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is real, and then Ayanar Zavotin Zaya has put Fluffy Cat went for a walk, and then JNNI, somebody named JNNI has put a flower emoji. And actually, the comment that Mahasatyaniti Bhakta has put, there are few words which has a capital letter and few words which doesn't have a capital letter. So Hinduism has a capital letter, then is and real have lowercase letters at the beginning, and then Sanatana, the word Sanatana has a capital S, and then the Hindu word, the word Hindu after that has a lowercase s, sorry, H, and then Dharma has a uppercase D, and then is the I is lowercase, and then real has uppercase R. Yes, anyone else also who would like to put in your comments, you can put your comments. It can be anything that you would like me to read. It can even be different languages or anything else. And maybe you can all even put how you, we just had the Navratri celebrations, the first day of Navratri celebrations from the temple, and we had Swamiji come live. So you can also share your experience in the chat of how you felt during the darshan and your experience of the Navratri celebrations. And yes, Aina Zaya has put Cheroskro. Okay, I'm gonna spell it out. CHIAROSQCURIST. So CHIAROSCURIST. Okay. So I think is that a scientific term or a different language? Yes, so I know Saputin Saya, you can maybe get back in the comment section of the meaning of the word or that you have put, or if it's a scientific term, then what it is. And anyone else also who would like to put your comments, you can put your comments. It can be anything that you would like me to read. Yes, Aina's Avodandaya has now put another scientific term, which is pseudo hypoparathyroidism. And then JNNI has put a O with two dots on top, or a zero with two dots on top. Yes, it's a O with two dots on top. And yes, Aina Savodin Zaya, he has put a scientific term, which is pseudo hypoparathyroidism. And Aina Savodin Zaya has again now put a comment that the first word that he had put, that which is CHIAROSCURIST, that word, the meaning, so it has that word and then it's the meaning, filters a painter who uses light and shade rather than color to create the illusion of volume. Okay, and actually the filters, the word filters and the word a does not have a gap in between. And yes, it's good to learn a new word today, chiaroscurist. So that's a person who filters, a painter who uses light and shade rather than color to create the illusion of volume. So yes, that's great. And yes, anyone else also, you can put your comments. You can also share your experience or what you felt about the live darshan that all of us had today, the live darshan that we all had yesterday night in India and in Pacific time zone today morning. So for those of you in the Pacific time zone, today morning, what your experience was on the darshan that we had and the first day of celebrations that we had of Navaratri. And you can also put more comments that you would like me to read. It can be anything. So today we had two scientific terms by Aina Zavodin Zaya, and anyone else also, you can put anything that you would like me to read. And after this, we will also be having the power of body scanning. So if you would like a body scan, you can also put your comment in the comment section. Okay, so now the IBAN will be removed. I request the volunteer to now remove the IBAN, and we will be moving to the next power, the power of body scanning. Yes, and actually before that we have a comment from Yao Yao, who has put, Ma, can you please scan my body, especially my heart area? Thank you, and namaskar emoji. Yes, Ma, we will now be moving to the power of body scanning. I request the volunteer to now remove the IBAN. Yes, and actually I think before that we had a comment coming in from Aina Zabotin Zaya. And he has put, Maris Gringorjev is planning to do Nirha Samima from tomorrow. Please reveal any advice that could make the process easier for him. I have his consent. Yes, okay. In the next power, we will be doing that. Yes, so all of you can see the IBAN. There's nothing added or removed from it. And now we will be moving to the next power of body scanning. So for those of you who might be joining us for the first time, this power of body scanning is the power that awakens the ability to scan and detect illnesses, diseases, or medically diagnosed issues in the body. And the best part is even a solution is revealed through the third eye for the problem. So now we'll be seeing the pramanas for the powers of body scanning. And if you would like a body scan, you can put section. So the Shastra Pramana for this power of body scanning comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. And the translation for this verse, in this verse, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. Experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti is revealed, and supreme power manifestation happens. And the next is the Apta Pramana for this, which comes from the life of a Siddha. So Terayar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. And one day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agastya for healing. And he uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small terai, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain, sitting in the person's brain. And Agastya then immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. And once the surgery is completed successfully, the headache, thus gaining the name Terayar. And the next is the Atma Pramana for this power, which was revealed by Swamiji himself on how he uses the power of body scanning. So it was revealed by Swamiji on the 22nd, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances happened and where balances had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. And the next is the Sakshi Pramana. So here you can see a few sharings out of thousands around the world who have manifested this power successfully. And now all of you will be witnessing a live demonstration of this power of body scanning, and even you after the initiation will be able to manifest these Shaktis. So now let us see a live demonstration of this power. So we already have a few comments of requests for the body scan. So Yao, now I'll be starting a body scan for you. Yes, Suma, yeah, what I was able to see for you was that on on your heart, like outside that area, there's like a small black patch which is forming, and every few days it is getting a little bigger. So you need to attend to that. You can get that checked, and you need to attend to it immediately. And also I was able to see, but that is actually being, that itself, that black patch is mainly, it is getting created due to something which is affecting your entire body. Actually, like mainly your heart is being affected, but actually throughout your body I was able to see there's like one greenish brown kind of gas kind of thing, or like particles that are spreading around your entire body, and it is mainly affecting your heart, and that is why that black patch. But uh throughout your body actually there's like a greenish brown gas kind of thing, and even particles that are spreading around your body and affecting the entire body. So I was able to see for the heart specifically, you have to go and get it checked and attend to it immediately. And for the rest of the body to get healed, and even it will help in healing the heart also faster also, drink lots of hot water, and as much as possible in all the meals that you eat, add little turmeric powder and little neem powder. Like turmeric, you can add uh, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons or tablespoons. Neem, you can add like 1 or 2 pinches. But in all your meals, add little turmeric powder and neem powder, and that will actually help in uh, cleansing the body. And also drink lots of hot water, and that will help in healing the body and removing that kind of toxins, those particles which are affecting the entire body. And it will also make the black patch start healing, but you also have to get it checked. And so this is what I was able to see from Yuma, Yao. And as about in Zaya, now I will be scanning for Maris Grigorjes. And Maya, you can get back in the comment section if you were able to relate to what was revealed. Yes, so Maris Grigorjev's Aya, Aina's about in Zaya, what I was able to see for um Maris. Yes, so what I was able to see for Marius Grigorjev's was that she can he can do the Nirahara Samyama, but make sure that it is aligned to the process that Swamiji has given. You can check out the website for Nirahara Samyama, kailasa.befoodfree.org. You can he can visit that website and look at the exact process and do it accordingly, and he can start the process. And this is what he can start the Nirhara Sanyama according to the proper guidelines and the proper process. And every day, what I was able to see to make it more easier for him if at few times he feels it is difficult, at those point of times, if he just sits and chants the Mahavakya and connects with Swamiji, he will be able to continue and he will actually have a breakthrough, and um, uh, he will have a breakthrough of something that he did not expect himself to do. So yes, this is what I was able to see for him, Maya. Aina's about Jaya. So you can convey to him, and you can also get back in the comment section. And Shankar Gimiraya, you have asked for a scan, especially for the throat and chest area. Yes, now I'll be scanning for you. And Ma Yayo has gotten back saying, my heart is quite fast, and for the greenish thing, I don't know what that is. Okay. Yes, Ma, you can check it and attend to it immediately. The greenish brown thing that will automatically, like if you have more hot water and add turmeric and neem in your meals, that will automatically get cleansed. But for your heart, you need to attend to it immediately. And Shankar Gimraya, now I will be starting a scan for you. Yes, so Shankar Gimraya, what I was able to see for you was in your throat. I was able to see that internally there is like a very small scratch, which is there. It is not, it is something that has just happened internally. It is nothing to worry about. It'll be healed by itself. And also, I was able to see that there's actually a lot of heat, like all the heat of your body, apart from getting accumulated and affecting your stomach a little bit, it is also getting stored in your throat, and it is causing some issues. But that also will that is actually, there's no problem specifically in the throat. It's just lots of heat, and there's like a small scratch, and it will be healed. And for the heat, you can what Parashakti revealed was to, for both for the throat and for the stomach, to drink more fruit juices. You can of course you can drink more water, but apart from water, you also have to have more fruit juices and fresh fruit juices, and also more vegetables. And for your, also I was able to see that you have to drink some honey every day, morning and night, just a teaspoon of 1 teaspoon of organic honey. Make sure that the honey is organic, so you can just drink that 1 teaspoon, and that will heal your throat area. And for your chest, I was able to see that there is actually no problem specifically in your chest. It is actually the um, undigested food and waste that is sitting in your body is affecting your chest. So the solution for that was revealed is that you have to do intense cleaning for your body. You have to do panchakriya, and you also have to take the herbs that Swamiji has uh, told, the haitaki, castor oil, then the bringraj and everything. So you need to intensely clean your body, and automatically your entire body will be healed. So this is what I was able to see for you, Aya. Shankar Gimre. And yes, now Ma Aina's avoidance Aya has gone back saying thank you. Yes, Aya, thank you for getting back. And Ma Saranka has Ma Lalatakshananda has asked for a scan. Yes, Ma, now I will be doing a scan for you. Yes, so Ma Lalataksha, what I was able to see for you, Ma, that physically there's actually not any major issue, but I was able to see that you are like throughout the activities that you are doing and throughout your day, you are putting a lot of pressure on your own body. Physically, you are putting pressure, and also mentally, you are putting a lot of pressure on your body, and that is causing various it is not causing any major issues, that it's just you are having frequent body aches, and you are getting very tired often. It is because throughout your day you are putting in various activities, you are not in all activities, but in various activities you are putting too much pressure on the body, physically and mentally. And the solution that I was able to see for this is not you don't have to reduce the work that you're doing, or you don't have to compromise on anything that you're doing. Just whenever you start something new, like before each activity of the day, like once you get up in the morning, and once you get up in the morning, immediately just chant the Mahavakya 3 to 10 times. And uh, before you go for your next activities, before you eat, or before any activity that you do, just before you start that activity, just chant the Mahavakya a few times. Remember Swamiji in your third eye, and then you will see that you will not be physically or mentally be putting pressure on your body. So this is what I was able to see for you, Ma. And yes, Ma Pushkala has now asked for body scanning. Yes, Ma, now I'll be doing a scan for you. Yes, so Ma Pushkala, what I was able to see for you, Ma, was that for the past few days you were having a severe headache, and I was able to see that your skin is actually getting very dehydrated, like the water consumption. You are drinking less water, and also um, your skin is becoming very dry, even if you're not able to see it physically in on your body. Inside, the pores are actually becoming very dry, and it is dehydrated. And the solution that Paramashiva revealed was that For the headache, you have to just apply basma. Apply, if you have aushadha, then apply aushadha. And before you sleep, you can apply basma, and even throughout the day, of course, you can apply basma. And for the dry skin, apply every alternative days, apply little castor oil, and um, you can apply castor oil in the morning before you take a bath, and you can uh, apply little coconut oil as well in the night on your skin, and that will help. And Shankar Gimaraya has now asked for a scan for your wife. You have her consent. She is pregnant, want to know if the baby in her stomach, and due to COVID, have not gone to the doctor yet. Okay, yes, I now I'll be doing a scan for her. Yes, so Shankar Gimaraya, what I was able to see for your wife and for the baby was that both of them are completely fine. The baby is completely fine and healthy. And I was actually able to see that uh, I didn't understand it much. I was actually able to see some yellow light around the baby, a bluish and yellow light around the baby. And I was also able to see that if you can uh, do the end pregnancy program, and I'm sure that your wife and also the baby will have a great experience, and the baby will manifest extraordinary shaktis. And you can also get blessings from Swamiji. And yes, this is what I was able to see for both the wife and for your wife and for the baby. Both are healthy. The baby is completely safe and healthy. And yes, Ma Pushkala has gone back saying, thank you so much. I've been feeling very dehydrated lately. Thank you for this kind solution. Yes. Thank you, Ma, for getting back. And now with that, I thank all of you who have joined us for this power manifestation segment. And we will now be moving to the next segment of this program where all of us will be learning more about Devi Parashakti and how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So we will now in this next segment, all of you can stay tuned for the next segment where we will be learning more about Devi Parashakti, divine feminine consciousness. So we'll be first looking at the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. Sindhuraruna vigraham trinayana manikya spurate taranayaka shekharam smitamukhim mapina bakshoruham पानिभ्यामलिपूर्ण रत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. And the translation for this verse is the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with a triple eye sporting a crown of rubies, studded with a crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus. And another Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka, beautifully says, Arunam karunatarangataakshim dhritapaashankushpushpabanachapam animadibiravrita mayukaihi rahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. And the translation for this verse is the divine. As I meditate on the great empress, she is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion. She holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as Anima Fradez, and she is the self within me. And Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, and the source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are in even now, and in which all of us are going to merge. Devi Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And in the words of Devi Parashakti, so beautifully Devi Parashakti reveals, raising in Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Srimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasha Swami who's in Kailasha, Sri Purachintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi. As Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Garbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samraji Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. Shakti continues to reveal, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, and Jnana, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, filled as Gotras of seven Rishis, expanding as eight directions, existing as nine Grahas, blossoming as 10 Indriyas, being as 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you. Yes. So now let us see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there on your screen. So you can receive her in a very traditional way. You can keep two beet leaves, one banana, one betel nut, and a coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. Now some of you might be wondering what exactly a coin is considered as, or what is its importance in the Hindu tradition. So coin is actually considered as the traditional dakshina and in the Hindu tradition, and it can be the lowest value. In India, it can even be just 1 paise, and in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swamiji says, I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay. And you can offer that to Devi Parashakti. And once the darshan is over, you can do a namaskar and eat the banana, the beet leaf, and the betel nut, taking it as prasadam immediately. And the coins that you offer, you can collect it and send it to the Los Angeles temple. Now, this beetle leaf and beetle nut may look too small, but in a few days you will see how much that sheer sentiment that really Devi Parashakti is there. You will not take the Devi Darshans for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the power of cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior. Now you all can see how you can set up your tambulam. So you can arrange the two beet leaves, the beetle and the banana and the coin on a plate and keep it in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. You can also keep a few additional items such as a few flowers, kumkum, turmeric, glass bangles, and a coconut. But the four basic items is the beet leaf, the beetle nut, the banana, and the coin. So the next time you are setting up for darshan and you're getting ready for the darshan, you can set up your own set of tambulam and receive Devi Parashakti in a very traditional way. And with that, now we will be moving to the next segment of this program. We will be concluding this session and we come to the conclusion of this segment. And we will be moving to the next segment of this program where all of us will be learning what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akashic readings on all the various problems that the world is going through today, the cause and the solutions for these problems, and how important it is for us to follow what Devi Parashakti has revealed. So let us first see the compassion of the avatar. So in the Guru Paduka Sutra, composed by Adi Shankaracharya, the very first verse describes how the Guru Padukas, the sacred feet of the Guru, is the boat that helps us cross the Ananta Samsara Samudra, the seemingly endless ocean of samsara or suffering. And the first verse of the Guru Paduka Sutra says, Ananta Samsara Samudra Para Naukayitabhyam Guru Bhaktitabhyam Vairagya Samrajya Pujanabhyam Namo Namaha Shri Guru Padukabhyam. And the translation for this verse is salutations to the sandals of my Guru, which is the wood which helps me cross the endless ocean of life, which endows me with a sense of devotion to my Guru, and by worship of which I attain the dominion of renunciation.
And many of us have been feeling stuck in the same storming and raging ocean, being unable to navigate ourselves and lost while in the vastness of the suffering that surrounds us during the pralaya, the great deluge. Our loved ones are dying due to the pandemic. Our homes are being destroyed due to natural disasters, and social institutions have been crumbling around us. And the whole of humanity is in a desperate and dire need of hope. The Cosmic Mother has alleviated the suffering of humanity.
And it is at this time that the Supreme Point of Hinduism, the incarnation of superconsciousness, of cosmic superconsciousness, out of his love and compassion, having taken the spiritual responsibility for the superconscious breakthrough of the whole of humanity, is manifesting Devi Parashakti, the cosmic mother, and guiding and healing the whole world as literally the boat that sails us through the pralaya, the cosmic deluge.
Devi Parashakti is herself manifesting through the Nijavatara and answering each and every one of our prayers, granting boons, healing us, manifesting miracles, removing all of our pain and suffering. And Devi is not just attended to us individually, but also as a humanity at large.
And Devi Parashakti has guided the whole of humanity in the form of the revelations of profound sacred secrets of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, showing us the future regarding global issues, the COVID pandemic, natural disasters such as fire, floods, storms, and more, and even the twisted human conspiracies and underground wars which have not surfaced to common knowledge as yet.
So in this segment, we will be elaborating on the statistical, scientific, and scriptural references of each sacred revelation, which has manifested precisely as the guidance emerged from Devi Parashakti, for us to imbibe deeply and to start following as Devi Parashakti continues to protect us until the storm ends and we are safely harbored at the shores of our consciousness.
So let us see what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akashic readings on the 30th of April 2021 on the 8 methods to protect you from coronavirus.
Yes, let us first watch this video on the 8 methods to protect yourself from COVID-19 as revealed by Devi Parashakti herself.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு. கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட நன்மையை சொல்லிட தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் 1, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாயி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் மயக்கமும் வாழ்வீர்கள் வளத்தொடு நல் ஞானம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்பு.
Now let us look at the translation of this revelation made by Devi Parashakti. Devi revealed, "O humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona. Through these 8 ways, praying and meditating on me, surrendering to me through social media, wherever I am residing, worshiping me by doing the fire walking, applying turmeric in the chest, drinking neem juice, and meditating on me every day, and being in the untouched state, filling with eternal bliss." Doing the Ajaba of the cosmic sound, Shiva, 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 and with complete mind applying banana peel and onion peels and going to sleep, and being in a state beyond any remembrance or forgetting in the Arunachala Swarana that blossoms as Aham, Aham in the state of Ananda Swarana. And everyone who thinks on me through these 8 ways, they will not have effects of corona. They don't have fear and delusion of corona. You will live with prosperity, with wisdom and fortune. Me with you, you as me as you. You will live good life, even if you do one of these 8 ways. I will protect you. Corona will not reach you. Don't have fear, O people. Be blissful.
And in this revelation, Devi Parashakti has revealed 8 methods to all of humanity from COVID-19. So we're now going to see the benefits and the science behind each method that Devi Parashakti has revealed.
The first method revealed by Devi Parashakti was praying and meditating on Devi Parashakti. And science has extensively studied meditation, and Healthline has published 12 of the science-based benefits of meditation, which includes reducing stress, controlling anxiety, promoting emotional health, enhancing self-awareness, lengthening the attention span. It may reduce age-related memory loss. It can generate kindness. It can help fight addictions. It improves sleep. It helps control pain. It can decrease the blood pressure, and it is easily accessible anywhere. And the Department of Health and Human Services in the United States has published research about the benefits of prayer and the impact of the benefits of meditation and the impacts of meditation on both our physical and our mental health.
And another study done by Cambridge University Press reiterates the necessity of meditation during the times of crisis such as COVID-19. So here you can see the result of the study done by Cambridge University Press.
And research was published in Everyday Health, which shows how prayer and spirituality protects the emotional health. And it shows that it's done by offering a bigger sense of purpose, by providing social support, by lifting the spirit, by helping you cope with the difficult. And a study published on September 2015 in Health Psychology found that when researchers followed 191 people with congestive heart failure for 5 years, they found that those who reported feeling spiritual peace and who also made some healthy lifestyle changes were significantly more likely to live longer than their peers. And people with major depressive disorder or chronic medical illnesses who report high levels of religiosity, which includes daily religious experiences, generally become more optimistic than their peers. This was found in a study published in July 2015 in Depression and Anxiety.
So now let's watch a video where the avatar himself demonstrates how meditation has a direct impact on the brain.
Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Dr. R. Murli Krishna, President, COO, Integris Mental Health and James L. Hall Jr., Center for Mind, Body and Spirit, Oklahoma in US, and his team invited Nithyananda to derive scientific evidences for meditation and the state of his enlightenment.
When Swamiji came, I have requested him to do one thing. I asked him, would you be willing to undergo some scientific investigation of the meditation process? He very cheerfully agreed without one complaint. He went for 3 repeat sessions for PET scanning and 3 repeat sessions for quantitative EEG sessions. And these are really not very easy tests to go through. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of willingness to do that. So we did that. Because if a meditation process is doing something to your brain, we should be able to detect that. Scientific findings are verifiable. They are replicable. You can replicate them, duplicate them. So Swamiji went through those sessions and we found some interesting findings.
In PET scan, they inject a radioactive dye which goes and sits in parts of the brain that are active. In the normal, non-meditative state, the brain is very active. And when we are seeing someone, the rear end of the brain, the visual cortex, is very active, as shown in the diagram.
Usually the brain is so active, there are 100 billion brain cells there. But what meditation does is something very interesting. It shows the frontal lobes getting more active. The frontal lobe is where you have judgment, wisdom, reasoning. Here are some of the brain scans I'm going to share with you. This is alert, non-meditative state. The second one is 30 minutes into 30 minutes meditation. Look at the frontal lobes, how they light it up. They light it up big time. 60 minutes of deep meditation, and here is a deep, deep level of meditation where it lights up significantly right here. Right in the middle. Probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches deeper. What's interesting was, Swami was inside, and that's the last part of that one. See that light right here? So what's interesting was, I've never seen that before in my life. So the other parts I've seen may not be to the extent that Swamiji showed, but this is something interesting. There is something called dopamine, which is a chemical our brain is involved in. Dopamine is produced mostly in this area. And when you have any pleasurable feeling in your body, it is mediated neuroreceptor. It's a chemical that transmits messages of pleasure. It basically evokes pleasure chemical. You eat the same thing is with visual pleasures you have. Beautiful people, beautiful sceneries, nature, whatever gives you pleasure. It's mediated through dopamine. Everything that human being experiences involves dopamine. But what's interesting is that you and I have the potential to create our own dopamine in a big way. So I named it, for lack of a word in the past, the D spot, which is the dopamine spot. If you can discover your D spot, you got it made in life. The D really stands for divine spot. The D also stands for delight, and the dopamine spot. What's also interesting is that he could, at will, go in and out of the states. Those are some of the findings I want to share with you. There's so much more talk about physiology of mind and brain and the body. It's a fascinating field that this is something that all human beings can relate to, can apply in our own lives. Not only a sophisticated knowledge, but these things have application in daily life for all of us.
Nithyananda's system of free healing, known as Nithya Spiritual Healing, has been baffling the medical world, curing diseases from migraine to cancer. Qualified people are also initiated to become healers. The complete report of the research conducted on Nithyananda's neurological system can be found in the book Mystic Phenomena, Scientific Data.
If you are not allowed to do yoga, made to believe early morning sleep is the best thing in your life, you are tortured, you are abused, your divine rights are violated. If you are constantly inspired to do yoga early morning, Brahma Muhurta time, and everyday puja, sit that 30-40 minutes and melt down by feeling connection. Understand? Nothing can be compared to prayer to bust your stress. I tell you, prayer is the best stress buster. Deep feeling connection and tears rolling in your eyes and melting down. Prayer to Paramashiva. Intense yearning, vyasking to Paramashiva. Relating to Paramashiva. Nothing can be compared to that to bust your stress. I tell you, everyday puja is an ultimate recharging experience. If you do everyday puja, the kind of the stress-free life you will live, your whole biological clock will be aligned to Kailasa. I tell you, I have seen the people who have the habit of Nitya Puja live long. Not just long, happy. In my whole life, it is Nitya Puja, Puja, that gave me all the best things of life. Everyday puja, relating with the deities is the best stress buster. Touch the deities, do decoration, dress up. Even now, my best time of the day is when I sit with my deities. When I sit with my deities, dress up the deities, jewel them, spend time with them, talk to them, intensely pray, deeply connect and pray. Understand? You do not know the power of Archavatara. God landing in physical deity form. Never underestimate the power of Archavatara. The Archavatara is equivalent to living avatara. What living avatar can do to you, an Archavatara can do. Atma Linga I am giving to all of you is literally living Archavatara. It's a piece of God. Literally.
Yes. So now we all just saw what Supreme Point Hinduism explains what the need of prayer. So now let us understand the second method where Devi Parashakti has revealed to surrender. So you can surrender to Devi Parashakti through social media. So during the Akashic readings, Devi Parashakti gives us the opportunity to connect with her through various social media platforms and attends individually to our prayers and showers us with blessings and boons. So let us now see how we can connect to Devi Parashakti through social media. So the first way is through YouTube, where below the live video next to the channel, you can click on the join button and become a member of the channel. And then you can ask your questions in the comment section. And on Facebook, you can like and follow Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page and ask your questions in the comments. And on Twitter, you can follow at Sri Nithyananda. You can follow Swamiji's Twitter handle at Sri Nithyananda. And you can ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet with the hashtag AskTheAvatar. And on Instagram, you can follow Sri Nithyananda and ask your questions in the comments section. And another way is by visiting the main website, kailasa.org, and asking your questions through WhatsApp in a WhatsApp chat box, which is there on the main channel, on the main website. So now let us all watch a video where Devi Parashakti blesses people. Small introduction to Devi Parashakti.
காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளியே, ஓம் காளி, ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம்.
Like this and ensure that you are also staying protected from COVID-19 during this time. The next method revealed by Devi Parashakti is to worship Devi by doing the fire walking wherever she resides. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has revealed that fire walking is an alchemy process. In the words of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism himself, our rishis and munis have been adepts and masters in every field, whether health or keeping the society safe. And every field, all the vratams, the pujas, spiritual techniques, the religious rituals, anything they designed is highly scientific and directly useful to the life. Coronavirus will not affect you at all, because that fire walking time, that small blisters you get, just shoots up your immunity. That power, the power to protect yourself from any virus or any problem. It's actually a powerful technique. It's a very powerful technique followed in those days, especially during the season. Especially that is done very traditionally, systematically. If you had even small blisters And even if you did not have any blisters, you are protected already from corona problem. You will not be affected at all. Corona will not work on you. It will not affect you. And don't worry, it's a traditional way of making you immune. Actually, it's a traditional vaccination process. It's 11 feet lengthy burning live charcoal on which you are supposed to walk, which with the traditional powerful music, which activates the lymph system, that mukulam, we call it in the back of the neck. This music will feel like it is hitting the back of your neck, and your whole detox system will be awakened. In that peak altered state of consciousness, you should walk on fire. Not just like that, you will walk. You will first awaken, trigger the detox system, and then walk on fire in the 11 feet fire pit. And if you do for one fire walking, you are absolutely protected from corona. Pray to Mahamariam and do the fire walking. That is it. It's like a traditional, powerful vaccination. Pray to Parashakti Mahamari, do the Pachipatni Vratam. Do this traditional fire walking, and you are absolutely protected from coronavirus. No need to panic. Traditional vaccination, traditional fire walking. Let us understand the science behind fire walking as revealed by the Supreme Concept of Buddhism itself.
All these transmutation processes means balancing the system and awakening the whole consciousness to your whole body is what I call transmutation processes. Some parts of your body becomes insensitive to the existence because of the job it is doing, like a feet, because of the continuous walking, it becomes insensitive. Your cheeks, how they are sensitive, they don't become, they lose sensitivity to the reality. But for the complete Kundalini awakening, your whole body needs to be alive and experiencing the reality and ability to experience the higher consciousness. That is the reason we have the process of fire walking.
Watch the Supreme Concept of Buddhism itself doing the fire walking in Tiruvannamalai, the birthplace of the Supreme Concept of Buddhism.
சத்தியம் காத்திடும் உத்தமத்தியே சத்குருவாய் வந்த நித்திய தாயே வேதங்கள் வணங்கிடும் ஆதியும் நீயே ஜோதிமலையிலே அவதரித்தாயே அவனியை பேணும் ஞானமும் நீயே அக்னி வடிவிலே அருள் புரிந்தாயே தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே ஆனந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி கர்மங்களை கொன்றிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் கர்மங்களை கொன்றிட ஆனந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி
And a study conducted by the US National Institute of Medicine and the National Institute of Health regarding various effects of firewalking has found that firewalking increases the levels of happiness and lowers the fatigue level in those who participated in firewalking in comparison to those who did not participate in firewalking. So even modern science has shown that firewalking does have an impact on your very physical body.
Yes, so now let us look at the fourth method, which is applying turmeric on your chest, drinking neem juice, and meditating on daily Parashakti every day.
Let us understand the benefits of neem juice as revealed by the brief month of Buddhism.
Bididi. It is not, I'm not talking from air, I'm talking from ground. In Bididi, before we came to that land, 30 borewells were dug, no water. Now, from the day we came till now, we have water for 10,000 people to live comfortably in that very land. It's only pouring, pouring Karumari's grace wherever we started ashram. Nature completely cooperates because we know biology, whole biology thinks. If you are having bitter relationships in your life, just start drinking bitter neem juice every morning. The problem will be solved. Understand, if you are irritated, even if you don't react, even if you don't talk to people, you release that kind of vibes. Take Haritaki. You will see you release sweet kind of vibes. Take neem juice. You release healing, compassionate vibes. A woman who applies neem powder and takes bath, who applies turmeric powder and takes bath, is equivalent to Karumari Mahamayi. That neem paste and turmeric powder, if a woman takes bath with that, she is equivalent to Mahamayi. She is embodiment of Karumari because she will be manifesting that same vibes of Karumari. I sincerely recommend people start doing all these activities like applying neem paste and taking bath, applying haritaki powder and taking bath, turmeric powder and taking bath, applying basma and taking bath, especially for men, basma, for women, neem paste and turmeric paste. All four can be used by both, all genders. That is different. If you want specific, I'll recommend the neem and turmeric for female body, haritaki and basma for male body. Understand, your whole biology things. Working on whole biology changes the whole life. So, now with this understanding the whole biology things, think Mahavagya. This is Ajapa Japa. Think Mahavagya. With the understanding your whole biology thinks, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Blessings to all of you. Start manifesting powers now.
So, turmeric actually is traditionally known for its anti-inflammatory effects, and curcumin has been shown in the last 2 decades to be a potent.
Traditionally, turmeric is very well known in Hindu medicine for its anti-inflammatory effects. And turmeric has also been recently studied by modern science in the past few decades. And it's been found to be a potent immunomodulator agent, which can modulate the activation of various immune cells, including T cells, B cells, macrophages, neutrophils, and natural killer and dendritic cells. And curcumin can also downregulate the expression of various pro-inflammatory cytokines and chemokines. This was published in the National Center for Biotechnology Information in the United States. And this research shows that turmeric can modulate the activation of various immune cells, as well as enhance the body's antibody response. And so this essentially strengthens your immune response. And with a strengthened immune system, you will be more likely to stay healthy and be able to maintain an active lifestyle.